Hello, friends. I'd like to welcome you to Meditaciones Diarias.com.
Welcome to Meditaciones.com. My name is Viviana from Atlanta, Georgia, and the devotional for today, May 12th, is titled, Being a Church. And let us not neglect our meeting together, as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return is drawing near. Hebrews 10:25. They all sat down on the pew in front of me. He had come with a group of family and friends, but there was no room for him, so he sat down on my pew, about 10 feet away from me. We looked at each other, but pretended not to notice. I was alone. Greet the person beside you and tell them they look great. Also tell them Jesus loves you, the pastor said. Feeling a little embarrassed, we looked at each other again. We didn't tell each other the first part, but he respectfully hugged me and looked me in the eyes and told me, Jesus loves you. Everyone went back to their seats. Now we were only 3 feet apart. When the pastor mentioned the first text, I quickly looked it up in my Bible and moved closer to him so we could read it together. We exchanged a couple of comments during the sermon. When 2 women went up to be baptized, he told me he had never seen a baptism. I briefly explained what it was about. He nodded silently. We spoke up only briefly. We didn't want to be irreverent or for our conversation to be heard. I noticed he was interested. When the pastor asked who wanted to give their hearts to God, he stood up. My heartbeat went faster because I had been praying for him during the whole sermon. I told him that if he wanted, I could go with him to the front so he could be part of the group of people who were going forward. He smiled again and nodded. I went with him, and when we got there, he joined his mom and dad. Although he was only 11 years old, he had understood he was in a special place, during a special time, being given a special call. That night, we witnessed several miracles, and I remembered once again that the simple act of sharing the Bible and being filled with its contents together, sharing doubts and answers, and reminding the other person that Jesus loves them just the way they are also means being a church. Maybe you haven't attended church in a long time because you're disappointed in people, or because someone hurt you, or because you feel unworthy. Maybe you attend every Sabbath out of habit, but without interest or fervor in your heart. But you can do far more than you can imagine. Next time you attend, it will be a new opportunity God gives you to once again experience what it feels like to go to Him and you yourself be the church in the first place. Thank you for listening, and please share this with hashtag Meditaciones Diarias, hashtag Youth Devotional, hashtag Youth Radio, and tune into Youth Adventist Radio at jovenadventista.com.
I just want to thank you all for visiting us each day here at Meditacionesdiarias.com. May you have a blessed day.